Hi guys, wanted to kind of talk about our upswing that we're moving into. The energy and vibration is rising. Right now we are in the end of February 28th. And it can be a little bit challenging because the Yuga cycles are rising. It's not always a constant rise, it's an in and out, just like all cycles are. They rise and they fall, they rise and they fall. Well, right now we're in an upswing, so things may be happening that you may not understand, maybe not know what's going on or what's happening, but you can feel it, sense it. Whatever the case is for you, because everybody's situation is different, everybody's journey is different, what you've been through, what you're working on. What are your challenges? What is your focus? What are your manifestations? What are you trying to manifest? And breaking through all that. So it's just come in to me to share that we are on an upswing and we're being brought to our presence in the moments of that, seeing everything that's happening before us, that's outside of us in the world around us. So whether that is your own personal life or those around you that you're seeing, experiencing on the screen of life, which is everything that is being projected outside of you, whether it's somebody else's, yours, on the micro, the macro. We have a lot going on in the world where truth is coming to the forefront, and we're going to be going into more of that in a more depth way. And this just came in, I'm driving, I'm like, okay, well, let me record this and put it out, because I can't stop at the moment. Downloads come whenever they come, and wherever it is that I am, and for me to be able to share it, I want to be able to do that, but it doesn't always come in the opportunities where I'm actually sitting in front of the camera. So, but yeah, the important thing here in the upswing is to become more present and aware of what your cycles are. And when we can do that, then we can become aware of when we're in those cycles. So first step is to become aware of our cycles, our patterns, our beliefs, the systems that we're running on when we're not present and conscious in our life. We're just running on the backup system, the program has been programmed into our DNA and our senses and our field for a very long time, which is breaking away. And when we can feel into that and understand what that means, we can break the cycles of the past and change the future. And with that, we change our lives. So sitting in the moment of silence, presence, understanding who you are, where you are, not just in this life, but who you are as life. And understand and know that you have the power to change and transform your life on many different levels in the experience. And I've been through this since my awakening, 2010, 2009 I should say, was the dark night of the soul, led me into the earth experience, and I've just been on this healing journey ever since, breaking all the karmic cycles and patterns in my life from generations up until now. And it's like, as it catches up with us, everything that's, because there's a lag in time, everything that's catched up with us after we've changed and transformed those programs, you become a different person. And the outcome shows up in your new reality. And so the programs fall away when we can become aware of them and understand them, see them from what they are. And these are programs, and it's nobody's fault, it's just what we've done, through our lives, from generation to generation, and they all come to a point in your moment that is now. And so what you're looking at now is a result of all past. And when there's something in our lives that we don't like or want, we can change it, transform it, and it's just becoming aware of it, sitting with it in the moment, having the experience, knowing what's going on, seeing, feeling, hearing, being one with the space that you're in, whether that is toxic relationships, abuse, things like that. Notice your cycles, notice your patterns. And then when you know that, then become aware of it when you're in that, when it's actually happening. See yourself, know yourself within that space, and change it in that moment, in that time frame, because that's the moment, that's the only moment you have that you can change it, is when you're in that moment of time and space, and the reality of knowing that you are. Because there's the difference between knowing and then doing, if that makes sense. And so the rising is always a moment of time when we can change that perspective in reality. And so when you become aware of an action or a thought or a belief that you're having, that's why presence is important throughout your day. What am I doing that is same thing? Present, when we can become present, we're expanding the awareness and having the opportunity to make change to our lives. So we're not always stuck in the same algorithms, all the same channel. We can change the channel that we're living in, become present with ourselves, and make our lives better, or the way we want them to be. Because there's no wrong or right. It just is what it is, because those were the choices that's been made, whether it was by you or by family or generations. Because if you think about the tree, the family tree, you have multiple dimensional beings, realities coming all together at the present moment today. It's like a soup, if you will. Like everybody's adding to it, and you are it. You've been birthed through this, and you carry this in your DNA, in your structures. And when life brings you to that point of reality, to know and understand who you are from that point of view, we come into the present moment. We can see it through our awareness. We can understand it, and then all falls away. And so bringing that into the present moment, we can change and transform our lives. If that makes sense. So, like, our DNA holds all the structures, the confinements that we've always ever been. And we can change it. It's just understanding how to do it. And it's the realization that we are present in our reality that does it. So when we're in the moment, we can hold that to ourselves and be aware of it, and then create a new reality. And this is things that I've been working on for most of my life, changing and transforming, the realities that I'm living on in my life. And making it better. So I can live a better life, more peaceful life, and not have all the toxic karma and experiences that I've had, because I've gone through the dark night of soul, and I couldn't understand why I was having the life that I was having up until 2029. It was very chaotic, toxic, and living in cycles of toxic relationships, abuse, trauma. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And it's, a lot of people think, oh, it's your karma. It's a conditioning. It's not a karma. It's not punishment. People look at it the wrong way. It's not. It's just the reality of all the past, everything that's come up to this present moment that's catching up. You're having the experience that's fulfilling the life instead of us being the one fulfilling the life, making the choice. So when you're running on the backup programs and the conditionings, like, you're not in control. You're just allowing it to happen to you. It's just waking up in that moment and having that realization that, it's not you. And a lot of people think it is. And, it's the waking up out of the constructs of what we believe. And it's a dream within a dream, a reality that we feel like we maybe can't get to or realize, understand, or change or transform it, but we can, and it's there for you if you want it. And just wanted to kind of share that because it dropped in today. It's just becoming aware and present, of our cycles and our patterns. Because a lot of times, it's just things that happen and we suffer from it because we don't understand it. We're not taught it. We just live by our conditions that we've experienced throughout life because we're programmed since the day we're born. This is your mother, this is your father, this is your school, this is what you do, and this is how you are, this is your religion, this is your whatever, and then you learn and observe from the people and the patterns and the family around you, what they're doing. You pick up on it and you start living it, and it becomes your condition because you've accepted it. This is your reality. And, and it's been through generations and generations. It's not you. It's just what has been of the past that's coming up in the present moment that we can continue to live, or we can change it. The power is within you. Happy journeys.